let's talk about the real game of the week. The game that we've been waiting to talk about all episode.
All year.
We got the Bills and the Bengals. And for the Bills, they want to keep that 1 seed. The Bengals, they want to take the 1 seed. We're in Cincinnati. Bengals had a tough, gritty win against the Pats. The Bills took care of business against the Bears. A lot of implications on the line. For the Bills, Bills can clinch home field advantage with a win and a Kansas City loss. Cincinnati can clinch a win with a win and a Baltimore loss. A lot of implications on the line. I want to hear your thoughts on where you think this game's going to go.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a similar game to the Miami game, except instead of Tua, we have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase on the other side. I think it's going to be Buffalo's been playing a lot of teams close. This is their first game without their starting center. That's not something to overlook because the Bengals defense has been able to morph and evolve to whatever team they're playing. You saw them have a brilliant game plan versus Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs in this game where they were able to take Travis Kelce out of the game. So I think they're going to dare Josh Allen to throw it to anyone besides Stephon Diggs. They're going to make sure that Stephon Diggs isn't going to get the ball. They're going to limit what the Bills do best. And I think they're going to either do that or they're going to make Josh Allen sit in the pocket and throw the ball the whole game. And I think just the Bengals are the better team at this point. They can run the football better. Joe Burrow is the best quarterback as far as QBR since 2021. He has the highest QB rating since the 2021 season. So he's been the best quarterback in the league for a year now. He was the best player in the AFC playoffs last year. Josh Allen had that historic run, but really looking forward to this matchup. And I do think it's a high-scoring game. I'm going to go 34-31 Bengals in this game. And I just think Jamar Chase is more of a gamer at this point than Stephon Diggs. Still think just Stephon Diggs is going to have a huge impact. But then once you get to Gabe Davis versus T. Higgins, it's kind of laughable. And then Joe Mixon and Samaje Perine versus who exactly? It's
James
Cook and Devin Singletary. And then Dawson Knox has forgot how to catch the football over the past few weeks. Josh Allen has been hitting him in the hands and just dropping passes. So it's like with how clunky that the Bills have been, Josh Allen is 26th in QBR since week 6, since they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And then he's also been 30th in completion percentage. That's not going to get it done versus the Cincinnati Bengals team. And then I'm sure Joe Burrow's been waiting for this game where he's basically just dismissed and people are like, yeah, Josh Allen, is he better than Patrick Mahomes? Joe Burrow's like, wait a minute. I beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times in a row and I've made a Super Bowl and Josh Allen hasn't. What are you talking about? So this is this game where he goes out and he's like, hey, no, I'm the best quarterback in the league. I beat Mahomes and Josh Allen head to head this year. And I went to Tampa and beat Tom Brady. And I beat the Patriots in New England. And I'm going to beat Baltimore and clinch maybe the number 1 seed if Kansas City loses, but I'll clinch the number 2 seed at least.
Yeah, for me in this game, both teams are hot. Buffalo's won 6 straight. Bengals have won 7 straight.
Yeah.
But it's the way that they've won these games, right? Because the Bills, for me, I haven't really been impressed with their winning streak. I've seen a team where they're too reliant on Josh Allen. I've seen a team where their defense kind of buckles at some points. Haven't played the best football for a team that should be the number 1 seed, the team that is the number 1 seed,
right,
and potentially could clinch home field advantage with a win this year or with this game. I haven't been impressed with their team. Now I go to the Bengals, where I've seen their defense, which I feel like is often overlooked with, I mean, everyone loves to clown Eli Apple because he was a bust in New York and
he's
he bounced
good.
Eli Apple has been underrated, but then you also got the Trey Hendricks of the world that's underrated, and a number of other players on their defense. Jesse Bates is another guy.
Freak.
For me, I'm more impressed with what I've seen from the Bengals in their winning streak than the Bills. And if I'm riding the hot hand, I got to pick the Bengals in this game.
Yeah.
I think the argument of who's the second best quarterback in the league is a real one. And I think, honestly, both of them are going to come to play.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, yes, he's been struggling. But just like Joe Burrow probably has had this game marked on his calendar, I guarantee Josh Allen's had the same. So I guarantee that this game, like you said, 34-31, this could be 38-35. I think that's the game I'm going to go with. Anybody could win, but if I had to pick the hot hand, I'm picking the Bengals in this game.
Yeah.
Their defense, I like how their team has played as a whole. Their running game is a hell of a lot better than the Bills.
Yeah, O-line's come together.
Their weapons, I like their weapons more. I like, honestly, their offensive line at this point is more intact. I mean, like you mentioned, we just lost their center.
Yeah, that's a tough thing, especially first game. It's not like it's going to bother them in the playoffs, but like the first game without your center, there's going to be some miscues and there's going to be some advantages where the Bengals are going to be able to capitalize on it. And if we're talking about who do I trust more not to turn the ball over, it's like Josh Allen has 12 turnovers so far since week 6.
Yeah, which is the most in the NFL.
Most in the NFL.
And then for the Bengals, I think the key to this game is really, can they contain Stephon Diggs?
Right.
It's a big task, but if they can neutralize Stephon Diggs, which is possible, I've seen it before this season, then that's really going to be the key to the offense. And then obviously containing Josh Allen's running abilities. If you can do that, this might not be a very fun game for the Bills.